Okay, what's the secret? What's the secret to happiness? What's the secret to being happy? I'm so excited right now. Reading this new book by Martin Seligman. Actually, not a new book, relatively old book, but you know, why didn't I get this book 6 years ago? Right? I think that's the question. But anyway, what is the secret? What is the secret to being more fulfilled, to being happy, to tap dancing out of bed, and really going through your day as a high performer, and really just getting the most out of life, man. And I look at a lot of people and a lot of young people, and I see a lot of despair, man. And I'll tell you the truth. I actually wrote an article about it on our website, thestudentworldwide.com. So just check it out. I talked about depression and it being an impediment to taking action. And what I was saying in that article was, when you're not feeling good, when you're just out of a relationship and it didn't work out and you stressed and you're worried about, oh man, your heart is broken, you're mourning that relationship. The only thing that can actually help you and take you out of that is actually getting into a new relationship if you're a guy with a better girl. But that's the last thing you want to do when you're hurting, right? And I said that depression is one of the biggest impediments to taking action, because the only thing that's gonna move you out of your zone of self pity and sadness is actually taking action, going out there, meeting people, engaging, going on dates, right? Testing and learning, and you don't want to do that because now you got this scar tissue, and it's a delicate issue, and part of what I want to talk about today really is the fact that I think being happy and being fulfilled is actually super insanely simple than we think. I think because we live in today's world, it's easy to get confused because Hollywood paints a picture of us, having these things and being successful. And let me tell you right now, $1 million or a million rands won't necessarily make you happy. Uh, we are not necessarily built that way. Yes, a lot of financial, stability, freedom is important, is an important component of being happy, but it's not the be all and end all. It's not the end in itself. And I think this is where you and I have been lied to. Remember, your and I brain cannot do the logical math. Your and I brain can only focus at one thing at a time. And your brain can be tricked very easily. Give you an example. If you're in a movie and you're watching a movie, a horror movie, and something just jumps out at you and you get scared, you don't you jump because your brain doesn't realize that, oh, this is just a movie. Now the same thing happens every single day, so your brain is being massively bombarded with stuff that isn't true, and you are forming beliefs and opinions on stuff that is not true. And what this book by Martin Seligman did, and I suggest you go and read it. The name of the book is called Authentic Happiness, and it talks about how it talks about three levels of life and happiness. It talks about the pleasant life, which is positive emotion, right? Buying a Porsche, drinking champagne, having an orgasm, and the other part is what he calls the meaningful life, where you're part of a group, you're working hard to achieve something for the purpose of the group, but that thing is hard enough just to push you to produce your strength and talent, and at the end of the day you get the job done, right? And then the last part is called the engaged life, right? The good life, where this is you doing what you want, what you capable of doing in terms of strengths. You're doing it with a group of people for a common purpose, but you're doing it for something more than just yourself, right? That's the ultimate level of success. You see that here with some professors. They have meaning in their work. Some entrepreneurs, even some parents. Maybe you watching this right now, and your meaning and happiness is just having a family that's stable and happy. What's wrong with that? I think this, you know, I wish for more accurate assessment when it comes to things like that, because whenever you want to assess your life, and I find that myself, I get super biased of what I see, and what you see isn't necessarily what you think it is. Aristotle has an amazing quote. He says, mankind in general judge more with their eyes, because everybody can see the reality, but few people can actually touch it and experience it. Everybody can see the Lambo and the life, but very few people can touch it and see that it's not really what it's made out to be. Yes, it is important. Yes, you would like that, but I'm telling you, take it. The only I don't know why everybody doesn't do this. I don't know why everybody is not on a quest to become a better version of themselves. It's funny if you think about it, because at the end of the day, we want a better life. You watching this right now because not necessarily that I'm good or anything, but because maybe I'm pointing you in the right direction. Imagine if every one of your friends did that. Imagine the person you were dating did that. How cool would life be? But instead, you hear it, and it's one of the things that baffle me. And I just hope you're someone right now who realizes that, you know what, number one, there is really no roadmap. Even the best people who purport to know what life is about don't really know what they're doing, and a lot of what the advice they give is situation specific to them, so it might be totally different for you. So what you gotta do at the end of the day, really, and that's why I'm so big on knowledge injection, not because of knowledge sake, but because what is a worthwhile goal that you can go for, and by getting will allow you to get everything you want out of life. And so far in my travels and my studies, I've come down to one point, and that is knowledge acquisition, gaining and seeking wisdom. I mean, the Bible speaks about a profound concept. It says, seek ye first the kingdom. I think what that holy scripture is saying, seek ye first knowledge and understanding, and then everything else will come to you. Not because you did it for that, but because once you have a holistic understanding of what life is, you have incredible freedom. You start knowing what you can do, what you shouldn't do, who you should associate with, who you shouldn't associate with. Okay, so I suggest, man, if you want to change your life, if you want to do big things and, you know, take your life to the next level, learn the cognitive biases of the brain, and I think just being aware of some of them helps. By the way, you know, this is a powerful talk. One of the most powerful I've ever given out. So I should start charging for this. Anyway, learn the cognitive biases, right? Go through them, understand them. And I think, you know, like the Dalai Lama says, you know, learning is one thing, hearing is one thing, understanding is another, but making instinctual change, changing your instincts, changing the way you spend your money, changing how you invest your time, that's the money. So learn them, understand them, and apply them. And once you do that, you'll start gaining power over your life, because you can do that. You can change. You can, whatever situation you're in, or if you're doing well right now, you can do way better than you are doing. So there's a plus to just listening to this video. So that's my 2 cents on a Friday afternoon.